Hello people YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Golf Club 2 video. This one I'm going to do kind of like, it's not really an instruction video, it's just, I want to kind of show people how I hold the club, because I think, hold the control pad, because I think a lot of people will be different in how they do it. So we don't want to play, I want to go to training, driving range. Now, I'm going to have a kind of video here. I'll put it up in the top corner, one of the corners anyway, and you'll be able to see my joypad. By the way, this is a Darth Vader edition. I've got these protectors on my sticks. These are actually white. There's like a white top to these. The other ones are just black. But these I've put these. They're actually Street Fighter 5, I think. They're just basically covers, just to protect the controllers. So basically, a lot of people out there, do you know what? Right, I need to start recording this. Because I started my screen recorder, my Elgato, I forgot to record the phone. So here we go. So this, I'm going to say this again because I never pressed record. This is the Darth Vader edition PS4 control pad. It's really quite nice. You can see there that you've got Star Wars on the kind of touchpad thing, and then it's got a kind of glossy black. So it's actually really quite a nice pad. I quite like it. But probably most people will hold the control pads like this, and they'll either use like a flick, something like this. The only trouble with that is, if you get it like straight on and then you come back, you can actually be quite accurate, but I've never swung like that. Or if you use the same in the left stick, I've got left stick swing. You can see it moving there. I'm going to have to match this up with that edit, which isn't very interesting. But I don't swing like that. I don't hold the control pad in a conventional manner. I'll sometimes maybe set up the shot, so I'll hold it like this natural. And when I go to take the shot, I basically cradle it in this hand. So all I'm doing is just, I usually put my two fingers there, maybe a finger there, and then my thumb always goes onto the back of the analog stick here. So I'm basically holding it like this. So I've actually got it like basically cradled. I basically hold it like this. And then what happens is this hand here comes over, and it's almost like it's that kind of motion. You know, I can get quite a good swing axis. And then my index and my forefinger and my index finger basically goes on the top here, and then this finger's on the bottom. So this is my backswing finger, this is my downswing finger. So basically what I do, and I'll try and do it on here, this could be quite difficult. Yeah, it's a little bit outside the cone, but you see the action's quite rhythmical. You get good tempo, and you actually get this axis here almost like straight up and down, because you're actually going with it. Your hand, you know, I'm actually going like alongside it. Let's try and swing a little bit better. I'm not at the right angle here, if I'm honest. Backswing glitch. That's not good. I'm not. It's for demonstration purposes. You can see my action, but I'm not in the zone because I'm not lying correctly. If that makes sense. It's slightly better, but it's still outside the cone. I need to adjust actually. But sometimes I actually hold this up to my face, and I can actually look down the sight, and I do it that way. So I have to try and concentrate on this a little bit. Let's get towards the cone. I tend to favour a draw swing in this game. You'll probably find that there'll be one swing that you tend to favour than. To get it perfectly straight, a straight shot down the middle is almost, I wouldn't say it's impossible, I've done it a couple of times, but you're always going to favour, let's try and get a fade. point I still drop. I'm not at the right angle, if I'm honest. But I'm still hitting good tempo shots. It's maybe just slightly misaligned. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to take the control pad out of the screen and I'm going to hold it at my kind of level. So there you go. That's a kind of normal draw shot. I might bring it back down, and that's just I kind of hold it quite close to my face. It's almost in the same plane as my eyes. That is a perfectly straight shot. That is almost like that was perfect. Very hard to hit a straight shot like that. You really need to find what way you're hitting it, and then try and hit the shot. Because you see the wind there's quite a bit. So I'll try it again down here. So that's actually quite a good shot. Although it's to the left side of the cone, it's actually imparting like a natural draw in the ball. I'll try and actually set up for a fade. I need to kind of angle it just a little bit more. Right, there's a fade shot. You can see there that I've actually twisted my finger around just a bit. So again, you're almost like changing the angle of the pad slightly, like this. And when I played Tiger Woods used to have a pro swing where you basically had to go. I'm actually going to put the pause because I don't want to hit. But you basically have to go across instead of going straight up down. You've got to go across. So when I swing in that game, basically all I do is turn the pad like this. So I'll cradle it again, but instead of being like this straight, I'll turn it a bit. And then when I swing like that, you see the axis is going straight, but I'm actually on like a different sort of swing angle, like going this way. And that's how I swing with the pad. Some people might find this quite interesting. I'm always interested when I see people play and I can see how they use the joypad or games controller, how they swing. I actually don't know if I can swing using some techniques that I've seen. Like if I do something like this where I go, I mean that's actually quite a good swing there, but I don't know. I don't know if I really like that. I think the tempo was bad in that. If I'm honest, I didn't actually catch the tempo. I think the tempo was off. See, it's going fast. I can't, because when you flick this up, there's more variation in your thumb. Whereas if you cradle it and do that, I mean that's almost like so consistent. Let's try again. Let's try an actual drop. I mean these are all usable shots that I'm hitting. Tempo's good. Just to the left side of the cone, so that's me part of my natural draw. I can hit it, as I say. I can set up and try and hit. A bit of a fade, there's a fade there. That's almost like a perfect fade shot. But the tour swing has got, I don't know if player mode it might turn it a slight bit, but I think it's increased in tour mode. So you will actually naturally hit a draw or a fade shot. You can hit it straight. I actually did hit a straight shot there, but to be honest, the straight shot is so difficult. I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch my phone off here. I was recording with it, so I'll put that video in, like picture-in-picture type affair. Get my joint back at my. It's actually called a jobby. It's in Scotland. Jobby. A lot of Scottish people will probably laugh if you said jobby, because it means something you do in the toilet as a jobby. It's a good Scottish word actually, jobby. But this tripod is actually called jobby. Jobby, jobby. So it's quite a funny name up here in Scotland. So I was just using the jobby there to hold my phone, which is so wrong in so many ways in Scotland. So that's basically how I hold the controller. Now that I put the camera away and I'm, because I mean I basically lie on the floor when I play this, and I'm a bit of a kind of dweller on the floor. That's my kind of natural habitat. I do sit up on the couch, but I don't know, I get very uncomfortable. I just like lying on the floor. So I'll kind of explain how I'm sitting. I'm lying on the floor. I've got my cushions. Telly's just in front of me, and I have my elbow basically on like a cushion. And when I bring my elbow up to it's eye level with my control pad. It's basically like a nice plane. And when I cradle my hand, it's almost like if you open your hand up and you can extend it so that your fingers are separated, and you hold it up to your face, and then you just put your control pad and you just grip it. But say this index finger in my left hand's just over the kind of L2 button, and then I've got my two fingers just where the white bar is, and then my pinky kind of rests just below the R2 button, and then my thumb goes on that analog stick. Nick, what are you doing? I think he's trying to get a fly. And when I sit here, it's very comfortable, and the level that the control pad at is perfect. I sometimes angle it down a little bit, and then this hand comes up, and it's just, the swing is just so fluid. You know, you do put a little bit extra like draw spin on it, but it's always just inside the red cone. There is the odd time you obviously do make a mistake, because it is a golf game, and I quite like the fact that you're never really far away from a real disaster shot. That's just slightly fading. So I've noticed in the tour clubs that this setup is more apparent than it is in the player mode. In player mode, you just really kind of have to hit in the red cone. It probably doesn't go as much draw and fade. But the tour mode, you really do have to think about your shot. So, I mean, the wind here is not, it's actually not a lot. But if that was fairly up the middle, I would probably tend to set up to the left, because I know I'm going to impart that draw swing. If I don't hit that draw swing, as you can see here, it's just drawn in nicely. It's probably going to be just nicely up that centre line. But if I set up for the draw and I hit a fade, then I'm maybe going to be a little bit compromised in terms of where it goes. It actually draws over quite a bit. Now that's perfectly straight. That is an absolute straight shot. Now, as you can probably see there, that would, if I was setting up for the draw, then that would probably be in the bunker or light rough, semi-rough. And I didn't get the draw that time. And there's a draw shot. And that's your that's almost like your perfect shot. And a lot of folks say, oh, that's just left of the cone, but to me, that's like, that's perfect. That's where I want it to be. Hitting that draw shot. See, that's a fade. That's actually outside the cone, so that was quite bad. But I really like the tour clubs and the fact that you can actually make mistakes. With player, it's a bit more simplified. I don't think I could go back to the player clubs now. And once you start drilling these shots down, it's so satisfying when you actually set up your draw shot and you hit it, and it's perfect. Plus you're getting those extra yards on your game. But for people out there that have maybe tried the tour mode and maybe kind of don't like it, when I first tried it, because the cradle technique that I use my joypad, I've always been accurate in the analog sticks in golf games. Like the Rory McIlroy PGA Tour, I actually get fed up, and that's one of the reasons why I switched to play that game on the 3 quick swing, because the analog stick, there was no pro swing, so you weren't coming across your axis, the kind of Y axis, which is actually a good way of building a golf game if you want to have some form of difficulty in the shot and some form of skill, where you've got to go across the the y-axis to get the shot. But if you're straight up and down, it's just, you could almost do it with your eyes shut. And that was one of the problems I found with Rory McIlroy, was the fact that it was just far too easy. And the analog swing in that game just became, you weren't missing any shots. You might maybe have a fast downswing or something in that manner, but it was no biggie. There was no real drama off the tee or any shot for that factor. So I basically factored in the 3 quick swing, and one of my subscribers actually commented in that, and I actually asked him the other day if he tried the 3 quick swing, and he said that it was going to take a lot of practice, and that's one of the things. And I put it on there's Siri kicking in now, and it took a lot of practice. And I actually started off in the easy and medium, and then I did like a round in hard, because I had a different way of setting up the rounds. But now I play it in hard swing all the time on that. And the 3 quick swing, the beauty of a 3 quick swing is there's so many variations in your shot. You can overhit, you can underhit, then you can overhit and underhit, and you can also miss the bottom of the arc. So you can get hook or a slice or fade draw, whatever it is. And that just makes that game so much harder to play. And it really kind of brought that game back from being, say, quite boring, but it's actually brought that game back into a playable game. So that's my shot technique. See that one there? That's right on the edge of the cone, so you get a little bit more draw spin. So during the round, you've got to really just set up and just go for your shot. So I've got that nice little draw going. Even that is usable. It's not really a bad shot. We've missed it to the left. Nikon, what are you doing? He's catching a fly. I think he may have caught it, and he may be eating it as we speak. Yep. I can hear him chew. Did you get it, Nikon? Ah, it's flies. I mean, I've actually been on my bike, and I've actually ate a fly. Oh God, I'm actually gagging just telling this story, and it right at the back of my mouth. And I kind of swallowed it. Oh, and it was horrible. Oh God, I may actually be sick. Just but you get that kind of, it's like an acidy kind of taste. Oh, that's horrible. Even just thinking about it. I can remember I was walking. We'd been at the pub in Prestwick, and we were heading back to one of my friends' houses in Prestwick, and I don't know what I was doing. I think, was I going to sneeze? Or because I did a big inhale oxygen like that, and as soon as I did that, this fly went right in the back of my throat, and it actually went. I try and think if I swallowed that when I managed to spit it out. I don't think I did, because I think it went that far down the back of my throat I had to swallow, and I was sort of dry heaving, that kind of like that, trying to bring it up. Well, I'm going to stop talking about it, because that's really turning my stomach. So you really just need to go to this practice facility and just practice tour swing. It's something that I think once you go to it, there's more of a sense of doing something in the game. And when you're playing alongside people who are playing on player mode, for instance, that's fast. That was a horrible swing. You feel that you're actually, although they're maybe beating you by a couple of shots sometimes, you actually feel that you're really beating them because you're playing in tour mode. So you're actually putting a lot more risk on in a round than what they are. And what is he doing? He's back. That's fade. I need to sort the blinds. So that's how I swing. And for me, some days you can swing good, some days you can swing kind of bad. But these are all usable shots. And I'm probably going to end this, probably a 20-minute video will be good. Let's hit my 3 wood, just for why not? See, that's almost straight, just slightly to the right. But Golf Club 2, just a little summary. I've enjoyed it. There is some glitches. I've had like a putt glitch. I've had the backswing glitch, which I think somebody says is a controller, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Um, I'm really enjoying the game. There is little problems with it. I have had it quit a couple of times on me, which is quite annoying. But overall, I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the way that the golf is. There's just a lot of good things about it. But people will say bad stuff about it, but then that's just. I mean, what game out there is perfect? There's no such thing. Every game's got its own little bugs and glitches and stuff. But when they bring out maybe the first patch, could be good. It might sort some of that or those issues. I'm actually trying to get a drink here. Hold on. Ah, it's better. So, it's never going to be perfect at the start of any game. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm just going to promote my society, which is basically it's called the Pixelated Golfers Association, and I've got about 8 members, including myself. So it's not bad. It's getting people in it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make tournaments all the time. I think some other societies may dwindle and may kind of. It's really up to the president to actually put tournaments out there. But my society is kind of unique because I've actually got Facebook and Twitter accounts made up. So I've got a Facebook page and it's Pixelated Golfers Association. And I've also got a Twitter page which is Pixelated Golfers. I don't know why I couldn't get association. I think it was too long. So I kind of brought it down to Pixelated Golfers on Twitter. And you can get in contact with me and other members and people who actually follow those social media sites. But the main goal for that is people can go there. They can talk about the game. They can also talk about oh my goodness, hiccups. They can also talk about if they've played a course that's maybe been quite good. I played a course last night. I actually played a couple of courses and some of them were just garbage. They were just poor. But I played one called Jupiter Ridge, and is it JUPITOR? I think it's spelled a bit different. I'll maybe put it in my Twitter and my Facebook page. And I thought it was really quite a nice course, quite a nice design. Not like your kind of straight fairway up to the green. There a lot of kind of S bends and stuff, but it was quite nice in the eye. It wasn't a difficult course. It was quite playable. So I want those media sites to basically be a place where people can put up courses that they've just played. Because I'm not going to play every course, but if somebody plays a course and they think it's quite good, then they can say it on Facebook or Twitter, and then the likes of myself or the other members can actually go away and play that course, and then that course may be included in a tournament, something different away from the kind of normal made up courses. Because I want courses that are real golf courses, not these stupid fantasy type courses. So I've set up the Facebook and Twitter for my society so people can interact, and maybe even set up games if people are going to be online. They can maybe put is Emily going to be online in the next say hour, because I'm coming home. I'm going to be playing a round if somebody wants to jump in and play. So it could be a good place to meet up and just set up rounds and stuff. That's kind of what I want that to do, and I think it's a little bit different from any other society that probably don't really have that. It's just a case that I need to get more people in, but it might be difficult promoting the society. But every time I stream it, I'm trying to put it out there, trying to get people interested in it, because I think it could become quite a good society. But we really need money to level it up. That's the big thing. But I'm going to be putting tournaments up all the time. And then what I'll probably do is actually go over who's won the scores and stuff as well. Because some of the societies that I'm in have got YouTube channels. There's two, in fact. One of them's probably going to be quite good, and the guy plays golf all the time, so that's probably going to be a good society. The other one, he does other stuff on YouTube, and I feel that he's maybe going to do it for the initial period of the game, the kind of honeymoon period, as they call it, and then I think after that he might potentially drift away, shall we say, which hopefully he doesn't, because he's got a fantastic society. He's got quite a lot of people in, and he's got a really good opportunity in taking a little bit of his YouTube time and actually making that society work in a really big way, by maybe going on and playing live rounds with some of the subscribers. You know, if there's somebody that's maybe in the top 10 or in the first page of the leaderboard, you could play that round with them live as it happens, which could be quite good. But there's my character, there's the tour clubs, and also I played Magnolia National 9-hole, the par 3 course, and I never really thought about it at the time, but I should have swapped out like my 9-iron and put in an L wedge. So I did the P wedge, gap wedge, sand wedge, and L wedge, but I played it with just the pitching wedge, gap wedge, sand wedge. I wish I had that club in, but that's my club layout. I dropped the L wedge. I kind of wish that I could put it back in, but I like how the top section goes with basically with the driver, 3-wood, 2 hybrid, and then the 3-iron. So I'm quite liking how that steps down from that top level. Because you really need something in between. You could actually go 2-iron, which is actually something that I might actually do, but I don't know, I'll probably keep that 2 hybrid in there. And also bought a new putter, and I've kinda, well, I let my wife pick the colours. So what we have here is, I've got a kind of pink grip, I've got a kind of turquoise shaft, and then I've got a pink head with, I think I've got purple, I've got kind of turquoisey accents in the inside there. So that's the putter I've got. That's actually the 1,000 coin putter. I had enough money, and I thought I'll be making up coins anyway, so I'll just buy that putter. It's a bit like Stenson's putter. It'd be good if they had like proper made golf clubs in it, and I think that's the one thing from the EA Sports. I don't know, they probably still have the PGA Tour license, but I think this game, when you look at it now, and really dependent on what the EA Sports franchise does, they could probably pick up the PGA Tour. I think it'd be great for them, to be honest, because there's a lot of things that they could really do in this game. Could you imagine having like, you know, tailor-made Titleist drivers and stuff? Oh, that'd be fantastic. Different outfits, but I think the customization of all your clubs and your codes is pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Whoa, that was right in at his crotch there. That wasn't PG. So guys, that's going to conclude this video. My cats are starting to kind of play a little bit, which is worrying. Yeah, there's Nick on. This is Battle Cry. What you doing, boy? You been a dafty? Alright. So that's going to conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit different, and it just shows you my sort of cradle technique that I'm calling it. And as I say, I've used that for many years over all the golf simulations that I've done, and it's really been a solid technique for me. And if people are struggling with it, maybe give it a try. And if you do, tell me in the comments. Even just tell me what grip that you use. If it's just like a standard grip, you hold it, you know, normal control pad, or whether you've maybe even got a technique that's slightly different from mine. You know, it'd be good to hear. But hopefully this might actually help people out there that are struggling with consistency, and hopefully this maybe maybe they try it, maybe they actually come back and say, do you know what, it's actually helping my game. That'd be really good. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Something a little bit different from it. And I will see you for more videos coming up soon. Have a nice day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.